Danganronpa.
He made a new party.
What's it called?
His name and yeah, our party is full-fledged dead.
It's fine. I mean, it's been up for like how many days, how many weeks? It needs to stop. Needs to go away. Alright.
What did you name this one though?
It's Danganronpa. It's usually what it's called.
The
Mason
party,
said-
honey.
Oh, I called it family.
Oh, family.
Right,
You should send an invite.
Yeah, I'll send an invite to
Maybe-
them when they ask.
No, I'm asking like, send them an invite just for them to know this is the new party.
They can't join the old one anyway, so if they ask, then we know.
No, not Jamal and all that. No,
Yes.
get
I meant Kitty and all them lot. When they ask to join. You dingus berry.
Yeah, she actually offended me for some reason.
I'm sorry, baby. Right, let's go. Let's fucking go. Yes. Stop breaking them then, you dingus. Oh my god, you're breaking all your fucking nails all the time. God fucking damn it. You think...
Yeah.
No. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You want to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well. Let's go. Ah! Wait for me! Yep, Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Please don't make me walk. Yay! You didn't make me walk. Let's just slap Byakuya in the face. Let me in, bitch! Well then, here we go. I'm too hyped for this shit. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into— oh no. Slid it into the keyhole, and then I know your instant face when I said that. Click. And it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Let me just slide into those DMs. Oh, her bed's pink. How cute. So this is Kyoko's room. Yep, let's just go through her room. Smack the table. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at the traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That really doesn't surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that. That's the ultimate rich boy, baby. He doesn't go anywhere that involves other fucking people. Fucking rich asshole, you're fucking cunt. I hate you. I don't like Byakuya at all. I think I've made that clear.
Yes, you did.
Certainly
But if
possible.
it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I have something in the dojo that it might go to. The dojo? Woodblock key. Is there anything in Kyoko's bed? Da da da! Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. Is there anything else I need to check?
And you like him in Discord. And I hate that.
Such ignorance.
Hey, I think it'd be wise to look around a bit more. Well, fuck you, Byakuya. Let's check the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles of clothing hanging out to dry. I better not look inside. Who leaves their fucking underwear like that? I swear to God if you do. Shame on you.
Who, me?
No, fucking
Maybe it's like-
Kyoko. Oh, I think he just wants me to talk to him.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular, just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You cannot be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here. Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know! Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a
The
symbol of my
jam
determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it! What's in that envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happens, I should open it. Well, something certainly has happened, so open it. Okay! I opened the envelope and looked inside. It was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there. Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? Now we check under the bed! But could something really be hidden under the sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as soon as I lifted up the sheets, giant dildo! What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Mukuro Ikusaba. Class 78 student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba?
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikubasa's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That bee keeps getting closer. It can't get away inside, but it's trying. Fucking Jesus Christ, it is trying. Senor Bee, piss off. There's probably something that's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she stuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying! Oh, can't do Monokuma's voice, need water. Playing Skyrim again, baby.
Yosh.
God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and beep! That's it! That must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said that death without meaning is unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgence. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together and look down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed into it. In elementary school, she won survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, she disappeared. While she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped and she received battle training of her own violation. Anyway, however, she did not reveal why she decided to return home when she did. Mukuro's profile! The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fictional, the other's sci-fi. There's nowhere to even compare the two. That's how different this is. This is how I saw things just as an ordinary person, but then
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses. They always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all a part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. Oh, this is all a part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard that says Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Wow, I feel our hero is becoming a big player, and a big player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you!
What?
Have you got something in that little pretty hand of yours? Uh-oh, you found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on me. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke into the rules and busted the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant of those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on dedication to organization and order. Which is even I, the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is. Now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that. Monokuma's voice changes every time. When you all got together in the hallway back then, there were 15 people there. Right. I think the first meeting may have led a little misunderstanding among you all. Misunderstanding? What are you saying?
In other words,
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes indeed.
The total numbers of the students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16 then! Mukuro Ikusaba. Oh, she's talking
The
for me.
16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is... Why? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is so desperately popular, you wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many viewers now, I want to make sure that everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes indeed.
Makes sense.
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get. So, I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I want to share a little secret with ya. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she always wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but... She wears them to cover up a bunch of hideous scars she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Now, that's all you get. I'm not laughing, my voice hurts too much. Monokuma's account. My Monokuma voice changes all the time. It's changed like 4 times already, and we're not even like an hour into this yet. His voice is just too irritating for me to do. I get angry, like dead ass. It
Maybe I
angers
have a
me.
question, my love.
What's good?
Do you want me to watch the show a little bit? And when you live stream, do you want me to help you with that? Because I was a voice liner in the past. I have a video game that is actually like live and everything.
Honestly, to be fair, I just do it because I can. I don't really care if they're cringy. I know they're cringy, and it's just me. Like, I know for
No,
real.
I'm asking if you want to do it together. I don't care if they're cringy. If it's with you, it's perfect.
That's cute. But still, cringy as shit. I should buy a bottle of pops instead of drinking monsters all the time. Kyoko wears gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Wait, so on the back of her hand? isn't a tattoo. It's a tattoo.
I can barely hear you, remember?
Okay. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? That's why Kyoko wears his gloves to hide the scars, which means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma is trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? You're right, why would he tell you this now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he proves that Mukuro is connected to this case, that's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to this case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one that killed Kyoko. What?! That would explain why we would have to do a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student, she killed someone, that means that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly where I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But, based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of the way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words...
Mukuro giving us that information would raise questions.
They're calling us in the group, babe. I'll answer it and I'll be right back.
No, I'm already in it. Hello?
I'll be right back. Like in PlayStation. Hello?
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 Yes. I don't know. Don't know what they want, I'm not even gonna ask. Mukuro giving all that information would raise questions about her, would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely seems possible, but if that's true... then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Then let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo are really connected.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? Hurry up and check the locker. That's what we're here for after all. The wooden lockers. There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys, just like the super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker furthest to the right?
Very strange.
It's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on the locker, right? Well, just try it. Okay. I took the would-be button sitting in the metal locker, click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, even without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows. Oh, there's something else in the locker. Blood. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this is used for. Is this a blood stain?
See.
If it is, then it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it be possibly evolved? Bloody duct tape. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It is very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to this case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue to the next location. Oh, what next location? There's still something we need to look into. We do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir, you mean the mercenary group that Muguro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research. Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive is full of information that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins, so let's hurry. Alright then. I believe there's a file related to Fenway somewhere over here. Eat. Byakuya seemed to know the icon. Byakuya seemed to know the icon. Whoa, what is even going on? Yeah, this is an odd thing to just come into, by the way. It's like, Amir's like very confused right now because he's on like 3 different calls and he can't hear me on any of them. Was that Amir? I can see it very close up into his ear on Discord. I really wish he'd turn his camera off if he's doing that. Yeah, you can hear me. Alright, noted. I understand. I don't like it. Please stop. heard someone say kill themselves, and I want to know who it was. Byakuya seemed to walk. Okay. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with a file in his hand. Right now, I literally clicked on Byakuya.
I see.
What happened?
She thought I was talking trash about this family tree. But I said that I made a party named like we made a brand new party named family.
Yeah, because, you know, because it's my family. Like, I literally have a sister that joins this party every now and again. Am I not allowed siblings for you to get the blame for that? Am I not allowed my sister, who's in the other room? Is that just a thing that's like, no, not for you, no. Mason wants you to join the call. No. Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you. I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that a kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based in the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct contact. Combat contact. Why did I say contact? I'm tired. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is just enough to strike any enemy. Strike fear in any enemy. Blah blah blah! They have been involved in countless military battles and operations. Most of them are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicated they were killed to keep them from revealing many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believed they were mounting internal tension within the group and simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. It's our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting is definitely not the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. 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 Now that you mention it, the report said something about the name, from where the name Fenrir comes from, right? The Middle East. Oh yeah, the Wolf of Ragnarok.
Let me see what the fuck do they want, like... Yeah, I'm here.
Speaking of which,
Mason, are you
interesting
good, dude?
related to that. To show that they're a member of the team, each holder that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Mason!
What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir. Could that mean...
Sky,
Look, Rex.
what the hell is going on?
Be right back, pausing stream.
No, I didn't call anyone.
No, Mason started the call.
It's getting confusing because like Mason actually made that call, but he's not responding.
Yo, Mason, are you there, dude? Mason? Yo, brother. Mason, yo, dude, answer. I'm actually getting confused and very concerned. So what the hell is going on? So what the hell is going on? Why is it calling for him?
Because he's at work.
Oh really? So he's not actually calling, so basically ignore the call? Okay. Sky, have a wonderful day and see you later, okay?
See ya.
See yous.
I'm streaming.
Just gonna leave the call.
Yeah, same.
That's kinda strange.
Yep, I'm glad we said the same thing at the same time. Get out of my brain and I'll get out of yours.
I want you to stay forever inside my head. I don't want to think about anything else except you.
That's cute. But, are you also hungry?
No. Yeah.
Same mindset. I'm also very
Yeah.
hungry.
Not very hungry, but hungry.
Kitty joining the call. What the
Time
fuck's
is
going on?
utterly silent, and yet it constantly
Let's
assaults
just ignore it.
organisms,
Oh, well.
the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class
Class trial time!
So,
Yay!
please meet up in the usual spot.
This is my favorite thing to do. If you want to watch, baby, you can, but this is my favorite fucking thing of this entire game.
See you later.
And this is the most
What?
confusing one ever. Class trials.
And what is that?
They are to try
What
and
is that?
uncover murders. That's what it is.
Ooh.
It's like a genuine
Man,
trial.
I'm gonna hear you twice. So what should I do? You doing the party?
I won't be talking a whole lot 'cause when it comes to the class trial. Mute me on the stream for a while.
How do I do that?
Turn your volume down, you dingus.
But then I will not hear
No.
you at all, dingus.
No, because in the party you can keep me unmuted, but on the actual YouTube, turn it down.
Yeah, but I'm watching through the PlayStation. I'm not watching through the phone.
Dingus, dingus, dingus.
I love you too.
Well, no, you can watch it whenever. Mwah.
Oh.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try and uncover the truth during this class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. You're making me walk, game. Also, oh no, you're not making me walk. Red doors. There's only 4. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure out that by this point? Makoto ranked high enough for you guys to go off together. Just the two of you? What? Are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second? He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or... Or what? Ha, Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't stop till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one that's making us all wait, right? So if you all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. It's me you're waiting. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
I'm here, and no rules have been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost! Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay? There's no particular penalty for being late.
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty, officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts out of the elevator. I'm just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. Now we're gonna deal with a ghost. I told you. Stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during this class trial. Without ever looking back.
That's English, baby.
This is what fucks me up about this game. English is difficult.
You okay, my love?
No, I gotta read.
I love you. Oh.
Are you looking at me for an oh? Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me! Good call. Who knows if what might happen to us if we take too long? I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator, but I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Kyoko! Let me smash! Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this entire time? You used the key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So,
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock used in the school. What? Kyoko's account.
Just a second.
Hey! What are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma!
Makoto,
We can go over the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
it would seem
Because this is probably the most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is so important to everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? No. What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm texting.
Who?
And the group thing, and I'm looking at you, you hot stuff.
Understood. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. What are you laughing at? Me?
You're so cute.
And then the door slid shut. Oh, there's only like there's only 6 people left. Oh, that's so sad. Should I do the good ending or the bad ending here?
Good.
I kind of want to do both, just for the completionist part of things.
Go for it. That's your choice.
No, I'll do good first, and I'll do bad after. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears,
Undertale.
and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In the dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We all stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eye, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was a blinding light of despair. That is very colorful.
I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. It feels like forever since we got together like this. It's time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed. Now, let's get on with the show. And so, the curtain opened for a 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yes, I would like to save. I've got this far. Let me save. Right. Set skills. Cool and composed. I've got that one now. Yeah, so that's all of them. Finish preparations. Let's go. See, now he talks. I don't have to do it.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived
I like Monokuma's
everyone
voice in
else
the game,
will
not in the anime.
graduate.
Doesn't
Okay,
sound evil
well,
enough in the anime.
leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victims.
Beauty.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the
Byakuya,
unidentified
your voice actor
victim
looks
is.
cool, like sounds cool, but you're a dick.
Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
It's Kyoko! Yeah, she's standing right fucking there. Yeah, she's dead though.
That's a ghost.
I hate this character so much, he's a dumbass.
She has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse
The
isn't
cube is
Kyoko,
Kyoko.
right?
Yeah,
Then
it's
let's
easy.
compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Does it have silverish purple hair? Yeah, babe. Yeah. Yeah, you see that text message, right?
I got it!
Maybe.
Talking about
I'm
her
literally
gloves.
watching TikTok.
They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be
Which
helpful if someone explained
measure
why she
should
actually
they
wears those
make?
gloves.
What are
Monokuma.
sending?
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma
told me. Apparently,
Apparently
it was
you
scars.
have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh,
Oh wow!
now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
You should watch the stream. There's no way that corpse is Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're going to be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to.
I got horses in the back.
Tattoo on the right hand. All the fake nails.
That Kyoko there is
Fake
just a
nails.
ghost. Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, she had fake nails on.
It's wrong.
She couldn't have wear gloves. She got fake nails on, you fucking dingusberry.
No. There's no way the corpse was
God, this
wearing
character's
gloves.
so dumb.
Whoever it was,
Like
they
me.
were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
That's true.
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Yes, Ahira, you're
Everyone
offending
doesn't
women.
know women.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well,
Yeah, that's right,
Kyoko,
yes,
any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Yep, you're right.
Okay, so
Yaki
then,
has a point.
who's the real victim? First, we need to
That's what we
figure
were
that
trying
out.
to figure out
That's
before.
the first thing I said. You're the
Before.
one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Sprinkles exploded thingy tattoo on my hand.
Kyoko really is still... And who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face
I'm
was
gonna
forged
be
beyond recognition,
quiet.
and there wasn't
Quiet.
any description of the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body,
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
Tattoo on the right hand when he says no identification of the body.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
there's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body,
Yes, we can identify the body.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
what? For real? Will die a cruel and unusual death.
Oh wow,
It is
Toko.
true though.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like,
Oh
"You
no.
lucky bitch."
Babe, look at the live stream right now.
Yosh, give me a second. Let me do it through the PS4.
This is a particular reason I don't like voice acting this character. But the way this character develops is actually quite good.
She looks like she's super fucking horny.
Yeah, but look at the text underneath it.
Her master must have.
Yeah! Do you want to know who she calls master?
Who?
Seriously?
Not that guy.
You really did something that humiliating?
Who
That one.
is that?
The
That's-
identity of the victim is
That's
hidden
who she
within
calls
that
master.
tattoo.
The one in behind?
The one in the fucking glasses. The pretty rich kid. Byakuya Togami. Yeah, she was a quiet character. Now she's a
Baby,
sex maniac.
do you know they're already talking for themselves?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, really?
Understood.
In the class trial they do.
Oh, really? Okay.
If you compare the tattoo to the other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. I don't... What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Oh, is it the Mukuro Ikusaba file? Gotta be that.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so to show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
No, back.
The image that represents Fenrir is... Hangman's Gambit! I want to hang myself every time this happens. Why couldn't you just give me the entire fucking thing? It literally says wolf right there.
Now I understand.
This is a pointless thing.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology.
Huh?
A huge, world-ending wolf face. He's the child of the trickster god Loki and the female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. And that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? Now we have to have a clueless trial?
No, it means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
Yep.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a
I'm sending the
trial
pictures of
is
my animal,
because a
babe.
murder among the students has
And
taken
some
place.
memes on the way.
Hammer that point straight into your big old brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all of—
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right? Mr.
Yes,
Brown?
it
Who the
points
evidence
to me and Kyoko. It's me and Kyoko.
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it! I can't let this stand. I somehow have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to
oh,
say
never
regarding
mind.
the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at— well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
9 o'clock.
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back by 9:01.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Well,
Murder
it
happened
was not
between
hard,
10
to be
p.m. and
honest.
9 a.m. and I don't have an alibi between 10 p.m. and 7:30. Okay, that looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I'll just have to prove the murder didn't happen during this time. I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Fucking love this music, dude. It is the sprinklers. It's gotta be the sprinklers. Because they go off at like 7:30 every time.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
No, it didn't.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
No, it didn't.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
No, it's not enough time
So
to commit
Makoto,
murder.
if you have any objections, now would be the time.
I can't remember if it's the first one or the second one. 7:30.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Fuck, it's the one that Byakuya said. Damn it. I knew it was one that Byakuya said. I doubted myself. I went with the other one. And I got it wrong. This is something that happens a lot.
Frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
No, it didn't.
No, that's wrong.
Had to happen at 7:30 or something.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
By the way, babe.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
So cutie.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
Oh god.
How dare you spew
Toko, we're not
such
talking about a vagina, you bitch.
I'm saying that the body was wet.
Anytime
but not
anything is
because
said
of the
like
sprinklers.
wet or anything like that, Toko's instantly like,
denying the sprinkler? Are you
You need
trying
to smash.
deny my entire existence?
oh my god.
They're
Yep.
totally
Toko,
whacked
you're
out.
a little bit of a
You
psycho.
really think it wasn't the sprinkler?
Then what was it?
You better tell us why!
You were about to if you shut the fuck up. You need to prove that the body, that the sprinklers, that wasn't what the body got wet. What? Fuck me. All I have to do is hit Toko with a certain evidence, and that should do it. Just hit her. Just hit her. Just bitch slap. We can look at the body itself. That should make it clear. Because it's only half fucking wet. Fuck do you mean? Oh great. Bullet time battle.
Nothing. I hate you. No! You don't know anything. That's enough. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I'm right about this. I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. That's enough.
Final strike.
How can you say it wasn't
This should prove it.
This should prove it. Yeah, Toko, shut your bitch ass up. Bitch, shut up. Sorry.
I
Just
understand.
remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
No.
Yosh.
Yeah.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac! I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half
What are you
was
doing, my
wet
love?
was because while the body was still on fire,
You okay?
I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Then I guess the sprinklers...
There are so many bees trying to get into my window.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place
Trying to grab that ass.
sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in
Sorry.
the morning.
Which means she must
That's
have been
sweetie.
when the body was discovered.
I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that.
Last night, 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's
Those are people watching.
done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only
Eddie?
one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean Mukuro's killer is... No! I refuse to believe it! Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Oh, God, Kyoko,
If
jeez.
you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
Yes, Kyoko! You're innocent and I know you are! Let's fucking go!
The culprit?
Of course I'm not.
I've watched this
I
before.
have no
I
reason
know.
to kill anyone.
Yeah, Kyoko,
This is
you're
a
a nice
trap the
woman.
mastermind has laid for us.
You are right, Kyoko.
I understand.
It's a trap!
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
Shut up.
Get on, Mr. Personal.
Wasting energy. You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Maybe I'm gonna watch some YouTube on my phone, so if I look weird, just...
Anyway,
You're
Kyoko, you
watching
actually
stream.
did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair.
You want me
In other
to?
words, the mastermind
Man,
behind
it
everything.
make more sense for you to know what the fuck's going
So
on.
she killed her to try and put a stop to
Yeah,
this.
no, but
Isn't that right,
I'm just
Kyoko?
gonna smoke a cigarette.
But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all.
I want to do you, but you're far away from me.
Forced into another trial.
Well, they can
Something
have
I'm
that.
sure you weren't at all
I
expecting.
don't give a fucking shite.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient. The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided
Yes,
getting
the
wet.
top. I know what you're on about.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Certain something. The top. English is hard right now. There you go.
I got it!
The top.
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water.
Yeah, you okay. I think you
In
okay.
fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got
Yes,
dirty,
you are.
because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want me to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That top. If it was used the way that Kyoko said, the top must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motives. I don't know if I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Make your argument.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
There was no blood on the top.
Was only dirty on one side because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Yep.
No, it's wrong.
It would have got dirty because there was already blood on the body before it exploded.
One side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state,
yeah, it would have got blood on it.
Absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they
Then why
used
would
it.
the other side be dirty, you dipfuck?
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Yes, you fucking dingus.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh my god, that's a hero.
What if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Would have been hard to do.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Yes, the chicken coop, right? The blood they must have got from, which must have been chicken coop.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the
What are you
blood should
watching?
have soaked into the ground around the body.
Mm-hmm. You?
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim.
I'm sorry, I'm just literally watching you because A, I can get lost, but how you are you?
I have to agree, that
B,
certainly
it's
is
not
strange.
just looking.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood
Yititi
before.
yote to sakan ma penis. That's what you say all the time.
Here?
JK.
When you discovered the body, was it wearing
kill
the
me.
coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
You okay, my love?
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up.
What's up?
What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood.
What?
This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult. Huh? They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh, no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare.
Honey Berry?
That's not...
I'm gonna
Saying it's
smoke.
not possible.
Okay? I love you.
I must admit, Kyoko's
I
reasoning
miss
is sound.
you.
Makoto's
Sorry.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Disguised dead body.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Yes, it's the one that Makoto had, because Kyoko gave
According
it to
to
him.
the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Listen, more important. Now that we have that knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why didn't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me!
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
We've already established the coat was put on after the top was removed because the knife was thrust through the coat into the body, so she was dead before.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one we gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it!
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
Nope.
No, it's wrong. Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
The killer was stabbed twice in the same spot. The victim was stabbed both in the spot.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
And the knife
was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Can you see me? I'm just curious if you can see me. Only one explanation I can think of the explosion.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
Okay.
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, The culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. We're doing another fucking hangman's gambit, 'cause I swear to God if we are. Jump off the bridge. We'll take out as Monokuma File 5.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot! I'm not even thinking straight at this point. I'm just shooting my load.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right?
The knife didn't kill her, no.
Oh,
The
yeah.
fatal injury is the stab wounds on her.
According to the Monokuma
Not stab
file,
wounds.
that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
No, it was countless. She died by an execution that Monokuma did. Which would mean she died with the countless injuries that Monokuma did. Therefore, I am right in what I say, game. So angry at this bullshit right now. Due to the single time. At least several days old. It was more than several days old. Like, I think this game
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's
No
gotta be
idea
it.
what they did.
There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
really leaves the wound in the back of the
Shall
head.
we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already told.
And it wasn't me.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
It was
body.
fucking... Guess I know more than the game does at this point. 'Cause I know what happens in the fucking anime and what happens after this. But apparently it's wrong.
Then shall we continue that the victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't me because there's...
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the
The
back
fuck
of
do
her
you want me to do, game? Genuinely don't know what the fuck the game wants me to do. Because I know in the fucking anime, and when I watched the game beforehand, she died by Monokuma's spears.
Then shall we continue the debate?
That is exactly how she died.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Yes, the explosion didn't kill her, she was already dead.
She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't you because of the knife. right?
No, it wasn't the knife, she was dead before that.
There's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on.
Says that she got hit by a pipe. It wasn't enough to kill her.
Back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Forgot how to shoot my shot.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't you because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was that.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Game. Game, listen to me. Game, listen to me. I know how she dies. Literally, in the anime, Mukuro Ikosaba is fucking impaled by spears. Which would mean that she would have died by the countless wounds on her body. Which would have mean that she would have died by those fucking wounds. Make no fucking sense.
Is this really the end for all
That
of us?
probably offends you. But it make no fucking sense.
I refuse to give up yet.
I'm gonna look over things. Maybe it's the knife. I don't know. Fatal injury. Not the knife.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
It's supposed to be the knife and then, like, something else.
What are you just googled that?
I cannot hear you.
Did you Google that?
Give me a second.
Do you know that? What's it?
I said something. It's supposed to be the knife thing. Something about the knife seems suspicious.
It's.
I know you watched the I know you watched the anime, baby girl. I know. But something about that specific thing when she says the knife. I think something. If you're gonna put that before something specifically else, maybe the game trigger a different dialogue, and then it's gonna give you the correct answer.
The only reason I say it's not the knife, and I mean, I'll do the knife anyway. I guess we could try. Oh, the fucking dinglehead.
The explosion
That's
didn't
not what I
kill
meant.
her.
Yes, Mrs. Dingleberry.
Well, yeah.
I don't get that.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
She's home.
Then shall we continue?
The victim's
Literally just that the
fatal
knife
injury
wasn't it, so.
It has yet to
The explosion didn't kill her for
Oh.
sure.
Yeah.
And it
Forgot how to
wasn't you
take
because-
bullets again.
That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Now I see why people are getting super addicted to that type of game.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's simple and very good.
There it is. Triangle rich get fucking bitch ass.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't you because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Go!
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma
It's not about the knife.
I missed my bullet!
evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her
I'm
head.
proud of you, my love.
And more than that,
I'm pissed off!
countless wounds across her
It's the
entire
countless
body.
wounds. It is literally the countless wounds. I'll tell you, there's countless fucking wounds. So we've talked about the knife.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Pinky.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't you because of the knife, right?
He wants a hug.
Wasn't
There's
it?
one other thing.
It just bounced off my fucking truth bullet.
According to the Monokuma file, that's
Angers me.
there was
I want to know. I want to get past this stupid fucking thing already.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
I want to get past this bit already.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. Yes.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't you because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Yeah, but the thing is, if it's not that the knife was a cover-up and all the other wounds on her body weren't fresh, so it's got to do something with the back of her head being smacked, which is what I kept trying to say before. Wish I'd stop pressing the wrong fucking buttons, though.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was.
And it wasn't you because then there's
Oh
only...
yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Shoot. Am I a fucking retard?
No.
Because I don't get this. It's not the knife. Makoto just said that.
Continue the debate? The
And the
victim's
other
fatal
wounds
injury has
weren't
yet to be
fresh.
determined.
Then what the fuck is it? Like, what the fuck else would it be?
Me.
If anyone has some fucking input, that'd be lovely. Like, I'm dead ass. Really angry. Bip,
Yosh.
can you find out what this bullshit is?
Middleware packs. Give me a second, I will, I promise. Just give me 1 second. What did you ask, Mama?
Can you fucking help me with this bullshit?
We can't run that. We brought money. Baby, what do you want me to help you with?
Like, really, it's not the knife. It's not the fucking explosion. So it's gotta be the thing that hit her in the back of the head. Or the countless wounds.
Maybe I believe we can find this.
I really hope. I want to this and we're really angry.
So wait, was I right?
What do you mean?
About the whole situation of the knife.
I've tried, like, to do that, and my fucking thing does not go anywhere near the bullets. I could try it again.
Maybe it's like a sink. Do you think that? Or do you need to do specific?
Yeah, but look at what Makoto says. He says, look, the knife was a cover-up and all the other wounds on her body weren't fresh, which only leaves the explosion or the wound at the back of the head. And they just literally said the explosion didn't kill her. It is only the back of the head, but it's not the fatal injury.
Oh.
There was evidence, and more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds.
The countless wounds are
the
countless wounds are the fucking kill. But I guess you only find that out next trial. Whatever. Nah, I'm just gonna say the knife. Again, fuck.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
I genuinely don't know what I can do here.
Didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah, she was.
Like. Literally, countless wounds, which is actually the way that she dies.
Well, I don't really know, I'm just playing some apes. You know, just what I have it, make it pass the time.
I get it, but it's kind of stupid. Like, genuinely, like, I don't know what I'm actually supposed to do.
I just don't know, I've never played that game.
The victim's fatal injury, maybe it's the back of the head thing. If we're being 110, I think I've tried this like 3 times. Yep! Tried it 3 times! Still not doing anything. I don't know.
Maybe I believe in you.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
I'm actually Googling this. Because I'm pissed off. This is the first thing I've actually had to Google this entire time. And I watched it. I shouldn't have to Google it at all. I want to know what they say. If it's the same thing I've been clicking this entire fucking time, I'm gonna punch someone in the face.
Oh.
Just letting you know that. You look better without the jacket. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Do we want to take the thingy off?
I mean, like this. I feel like I should have like a chest to shoulder tattoo. What do you think? Like right this whole side.
Let me see you before, like in real life, before making that tattoo decision.
Like here. Imagine right now. Should I have chest area and a little bit of a shoulder?
See, if you're wanting to like come to England and train with me and stuff, it would be better to do all that stuff before you get the tattoo. So.
Technically speaking, correct, but then the tattoo artist doesn't need to do all that curvature and all that. He has a straighter type of hit in place of it.
Yes, but when you get curvature and stuff like that, if it starts to look weird, it's a lot harder to do it.
Yeah, good point, my love. Good
Maybe I'm
point.
smart.
Just like a half an hour, you called yourself dummy.
This game drives me nuts. Words to shoot.
I love you.
Words. Okay, so I need to get the hit on the back of the head. I did it. It just did it the opposite fucking way around.
So it was kind of correct?
Yes, it was just the opposite way around. This is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I'm smart.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury.
Baby, breathe, my love.
At least you get your fucking ass in there and I'll beat the shit out of you.
I know.
Literally fucking nothing. See? There we go! That's fucking bullshit.
What about the wound all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
No, they did.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Yes, they
There we
were.
go.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
Nope.
What was the murder weapon?
A thick metal pipe.
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a
My penis.
about as thick as a metal pipe.
I understand.
I bet it was.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
I understand.
Thanks, gay.
You wouldn't mind testing it on
Yes,
me?
thanks, phone, you piece of shit.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could
Please
count
stop
on
calling
you,
him master.
Master.
It doesn't get any better. Really does
Go
not.
ahead and
The rest
tell
of
them,
us
Makoto. Surely you
You've deduced the real murder weapon. Oh, is it those fucking titanium arrows? It's gotta be, right?
So,
Yes, titanium arrows. Yeah, see? If you stick them all together and smack them in the back of the head, kill someone.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the Cobra attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure?
That's why I don't play Danganronpa when I'm tired. My train of thought goes completely fucking nowhere.
How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right.
You have no right to call him
Saying
master.
anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Why are you calling Byakuya? I don't blame Hina for doubting it, but there's more than one thing about that weapon. One more secret. You mean the duct tape? You mean the duct tape? Quack. What are you playing, baby?
The titanium
Sadly, Apex, my love.
It was in the dojo locker.
Love you.
I have no doubt that was the murder
I love you
weapon.
too.
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Let me!
Master! You have no right!
Talking back to Master. He doesn't love you.
The titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced.
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
No, it's wrong. You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all, remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have the evidence. Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. Must be connected to the dojo locker. You mean the key?
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
You okay, baby?
No, it's not that I want to defend her.
Yeah.
It's just
Cutie.
there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something.
You are cute.
Last night,
Yush.
you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there?
You are very
That's what I need
cute.
to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she killed him? She knew I was being attacked. And she came to my rescue.
I guess so.
Could that be when? Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone but me.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Yeah. What? Byakuya should know better than anyone. Does that mean her fucking key, you dipshit? Her room key. She couldn't get in her room key because of the fact that you took that from her. You dingus.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
No, she couldn't have done that. Wait, Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Which could mean...
Those words you just spoke.
What exactly? I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never.
There's proof that you all is that what you're
You stated a thing. You said I hid and then left
The locker key in my own room, but
Fuck!
could I really have done that?
Okay.
Those words
I understand. Wait a second. You wait a second. No. 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 No, you do not get a fuck.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
I'm not the. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
No fuck
Is
for
that
you.
what you're saying?
You stated a. You said I hid
And then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
Huh?
Shoot!
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly. I'm not the. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
There's proof that you is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo and then left the locker key in my own room, correct?
But could I really have done that?
those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I'm not the killer. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Yeah, there's proof. How the fuck could she have put that in her locker, you dingusberry?
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There's a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just said, an obvious lie. Alright, babe, you have an option right here, right now. But this isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden to what Kyoko said earlier?
I don't know.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind's trying to trap Kyoko. But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I? The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if the risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here, right now, whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie.
I don't know, my love.
Pursue the lie, let it go. Pursue the lie, we get the bad ending. Let it go, we get executed.
This is a lie.
Why?
Fuck her.
Kyoko's like the best character ever.
I'm just joking around.
So what do I do then? Let
I
it
know,
go
honey.
or pursue the lie?
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. I've made my decision. I have to believe in
I love
Kyoko.
you.
There's no way she'd kill someone. There has to be some secret in it. There's something to do with a mastermind's Kyoko, mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned. Well, does no one have a rebuttal?
Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
Oh, Makoto.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why...
Oh god.
This has to be...
Okay.
Time's up!
Huh?
Time's up. Class trial's all over. Everyone can stop talking now.
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please
Babe,
vote
watch
using
the stream,
lever
quickly.
in front of you. Voting time.
Okay. I just died, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
Give me the coins, even though it doesn't matter anyway. I'm about to fucking die.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will
He
you
doesn't
make
let
the
me.
right choice
Are you on?
or the dreadfully
On the
wrong
PlayStation.
one?
Okay. I mean, the like stream though, baby. Can you see the
Okay.
fucking stupid bear?
Nope. I'm trying to do it through my phone. Give me a second. Now who are we going to choose this?
Hey, hold on!
What's
Oh
it gonna
wow.
be? What's it gonna be?
What's that?
It's just the Monokuma guilty thing. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Byakuya, everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong, I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko's face. Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Oh my god, Kyoko. Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time! Babe, watch.
I'm watching. I'm watching and playing.
Yeah, Makoto's been found guilty. Time for the punishment. This can change depending on who you pick.
Really?
Yes. It can either be Kyoko or it could be Makoto. But the bad end has to do with something to do with his ultimate talent. That's all I'm saying. He's gonna get crushed. Look at the goggles on this thing. Boy, this is actually like one of the most detailed punishments, for being honest. Like the fact that his face gets more and more like fucked up. It's just, like literally showing you sex the entire time, because Monokuma only gives a shit about that, to be fair.
Oh.
She like progressively gets worse.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Because he's innocent.
Also,
look! See, that's the character we play as. That's one of the people who died. This doesn't happen for Kyoko. If you pick Kyoko to die, this doesn't happen. A thing called alter ego hacks into the system and stops the punishment from happening. Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that... Oh yeah, it had to be. Alter ego. Alter ego. Is that some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it to all to hell, I don't believe this. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning. What was that?
In other words,
what I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated. You shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you always talking like you already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. This stupid virus is gone now. Got it, and so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in the garbage-strewn pit in a way that's even a better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world.
Jesus.
Yeah, this motherfucker's like bad. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what is the meaning of all of this? What the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind's time. Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Kyoko! You know how we saved your life? The massive high school towers all over the building in the bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. We're talking about the same thing again. Hope's Peak Academy brings the top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to be already attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing at the this is just deja vu. And standing at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me.
No. Deja vu? I was just going
Yeah.
before.
Back at the classroom again! What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on the hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but... What was I doing asleep just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Gah! Garbage! Finally. I could finally feel my mind and my body come back together again. No, you're not. And then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. It's, oh my god, it's all the punishments. Oh my god. That means all the fucking bodies are down there too. He was living in that for several fucking days. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. There is more bees. Okay.
Are there?
Yeah. The trash was piled high across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in here till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after my good friend went through that to save me. I remember all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me. He used up the little bit of his strength he had left to do it. So I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First was to start looking for a way out of here. That door, maybe? Rattle, rattle. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed and pulled and kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food in here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How could I be sure that liquids I drink here, which ones are all around, are a bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that was not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive! And as long as I'm alive, I'll never give up! After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was sleep. Go to sleep, yep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. The only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat nor drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Kick-wrench! What the? A strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, a pile of garbage jostled into a formed shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Look at the trash pile, dummy. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out to whatever just tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant pile of trash. Rude. Before she even emerged her pile from the garbage, I knew who it was. She has a cup noodle on her head.
Awful.
Look at it. It's so cute. This place smells awful.
Wait. Oh god.
Look, it's cute. She got a cup noodle on her head. Kyoko!
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash and then faced me again. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way to my stomach. Phew! That really hit the spot! Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So, you still haven't given up then? Of course not! After all, the fact I can keep going forward... Blah, 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 fuck me! The fact that I can keep going forward is all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Talk to Kyoko again. But, Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Or, no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that! You didn't abandon me!
And the beer just fucked up.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but... there was a reason I had to survive, no matter what the cost. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive...
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to the school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak for a very important reason. So you have some reason to coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did once. Once. Until recently I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible! Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us when we arrived at the school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I came to the school, I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems almost too convenient. Are you saying that you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I could come up with. Because of my purpose, my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you.
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school, the mastermind. That's why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this entire time. But if what you say is true, then why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
And if I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always, by chance, the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make a too big deal out of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't just ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us? If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense she would only go into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit of what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here.
I'm still watching.
It's to stay here.
See why I can't do Makoto's voice actor. I just can't. Gah! It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even though I still trust you, you know. It's just I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I've never asked you for your help right away, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think it's just her personality.
So basically, she's kind of like you.
That's why I said Kyoko is me. That's why she needed to survive. Cause I don't know, it's really like Kyoko.
Yeah.
You said you had a reason for doing all that. No. You said that you had a reason for doing all the investigation on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I am the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective.
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in this school. You had to find someone who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father.
Dum dum dum.
What?
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child, and as it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us that he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter what the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said that fucking Jesus Christ! I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I stuck into the headmaster's room. And what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The dress drawers were dumped onto the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I had also found this in the headmaster's room. It's some kind of map.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukura's profile and that key. The map showed the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. So I figured out that the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed if that were true, it would most likely hold more clues, so I went to check. That's when I finally remembered. I remembered my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
But once I got there, I noticed the second floor of dorms didn't have any monitors nor cameras. So what was it like, the part of that school I mean? It is hard to describe, all I can say is... The moment I saw it, I realized. Whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I cannot explain it, you have to see for yourself. I'm sure you'll get a chance soon enough. It sounds like it must have been important. And really ominous. Can we leave now?
Honey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then smoke a cig, okay?
Take me with you then, baby.
Okay, but
not to the bathroom, but
close.
you know when you're smoking.
Yeah, I'm gonna close my can.
When you're smoking, that's fine.
So basically, I'm gonna go to the bathroom right now, come back, and then.
Yeah, sure. Which is why I had no idea
Too
what was
late
going
because I'm
on.
taking my phone all the way.
Okay. Which is why I had. Wait, you're taking it all the way? You're gonna fuck
Too late, I
yourself.
cannot hear you.
Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. Oh. Oh, it's FNAF in VR. Well, I assume, right? Because everyone's talking about it on Twitter. Fucking cat! Can you grab me a glass of drink? Please. The dilute's in the bathroom. I understand. Houdini! It has to do with Mukuro Yukasaba, doesn't it?
However,
just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so who did kill her?
Anyway,
all I can say for sure is the mastermind is directly involved. Please stop licking your vagina on my bed. To begin with, the point of the class trial was of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed? Cass is like, why? It's nice to have your sister as like a tiny servant. Get you killed.
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared. In retaliation, they want to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of that trial. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
That's right. Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Speak Academy at your own discretion.
In other words,
the mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to do it in a class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? It makes it sound like... the mastermind himself is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
There is another thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What was that? There was a point where Mukuro may have not become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have been the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean during the night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. Shit. That ability naturally draws to me in cases, just like you. What? I can hear them. The god of the death as he moves. The ability naturally draws me to cases, just like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell. I saw a white shadow across the corner. I gave chase right away, and as I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran to your room and saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo wound up in my room. Dojo key wound up in my room. It all had to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So that would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if it's true. That means the mastermind can kill whoever they want whenever they feel like it. Wait, but that doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, there is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed a class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words...
It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
And just a little more. Just a little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about...
That's right.
What happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair?
It would seem...
The despicable group of... The despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then there, make no mistake, there's a root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. That is our real enemy. Look at all them people who be dead. Thought that was a dildo. It's not. It's a rocket. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy over 1 year ago. Those are the same people who put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world? The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy is finally being revealed. But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Right, it's locked, but we have a way to open this door. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolute vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. It could open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. So we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, use that key of yours to open that door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took the key of the Monokuma designer and slid it in the key cord, and then boom. Yes, it opened!
Indeed.
And now we get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape through the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight just begun. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. Baby, you still here? In the chat? Just made your presence known at any point, baby.
It's an ancient thing, but kind of stupid in the same time. The game is interesting, have a plot and all that. It's kind of stupid at the same time.
What is that?
I don't know, something about it, like everything falls through, but...
It's because you probably haven't watched it from the start and you're kind of confused with what's actually going on. So it's...
No, not really. I can understand the point.
After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up to the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the intent on reaching the surface. Oh yes, I forgot that the ladder was impossibly long and I couldn't see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and crumbed I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will keep my mind off it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family always saw it that way. Is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even amongst actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we uncover the absolute truth. By the way, I can't see your camera. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society.
The hair is not yours.
Oh. I understand.
No, but you have a nice booty too.
You wouldn't even know.
Not true. Has to look fucking Discord.
Which is why we have made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't.
We need to restart the Discord.
Huh?
I think we need to restart the Discord because it doesn't let me see.
Okay, then call me then, baby.
Okay, you got on my life that's all, so fuck everyone's fault.
I like the way both of our pictures are you. it is entirely old. It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our sort of pride. Pride. So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking about school, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect her pride of her family.
However...
And yet... I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing...
Black screen again. The fuck?
I did it knowing I did it knowing that it was not something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride was the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak. Was it because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk
English.
about.
Wrong.
Yeah. There is nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I wanted to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I will find him to tell him to him face to face. What is it?
So...
I wanted to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in the line to become the next head of Kirigiri family. He was talented and he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in the detective work. So he cut himself from the family. Not long after that, my mother died. He simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And as young as I was, he left me behind.
It sucks when you reconnect. I hate this fucking thing.
This character's particularly deep.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd been gone with him, I would have never had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she would have looked when she said that, or what she might have been feeling. All I could tell is that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But that's not true.
However...
But there is one thing. One thing I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing.
However...
But the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as a little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we are no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to cut him out just like that.
Wrong.
Our family only connects through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No. Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was shocked to hear something. Fucking English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. Wow, Makoto, you're so supportive. I'm fucking proud of you. Like, I see why people ship this so bad, like Makoto and Kirigiri. I get it. He's a terrible person because he doesn't know what to say, so he just says nothing at all.
Like me.
I just kept.
I guess.
Are we Kirigiri and Makoto?
I don't know, I guess.
Alright. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. After that, after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it. On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember the hatch on the ground is near the trash room? I am fairly certain this is where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, there goes nothing. I reached my hand up and pushed against the hatch. And now you both need to shower, preferably together.
That's what's gonna happen to us.
It actually, there is a Easter egg where you can see them all naked. There is. I just never got
like,
through.
No, like.
No, there is sensors. Obviously, there's like clouds.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like clouds over where the boobs are and stuff. But the thing is, they didn't have to put that in there at all.
Maybe it's for like the fan base or some
yes.
shit.
It's for the fan service. There's also one in the second game and the third game.
Yeah, no wonder. Even the company itself, the makers of the game, shipped it.
The hatch opened with ease, and so... Kyoko! Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there! And we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I would have never gotten out there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. We close that now? This is how we got out the garbage pit. I would never imagine that's where this led. So what's the next thing to get out of here? I should ask Kyoko.
I think the boy one, do you voice a little bit more live, and the girl one do it a little bit more dead. And then it's more presentable.
Yeah, but my voice is hurting right now.
So drink some water.
I just drank some fucking water. It's still hurting.
Jesus, baby.
Monokuma's voice takes it out of me. Literally.
Monokuma?
Yes.
The kid?
No, the fucking bear.
So you don't even know me anymore.
Who said that? Who texted you that?
No one.
Who keeps texting you that? Kidding.
No one.
So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Well, yeah, of course.
So
then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's any problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try and hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying, rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Do not worry. What you think is gonna happen isn't. Because there's one... Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is instead? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment when the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
And if we could talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'd be better for us to go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we really don't have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma said... The Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Please just take me to the gym. Nope, gonna have to walk. Fucking course. Yee-titty yo-titty. Guess I'll walk.
Are you actually walking?
Yeah, like moving my controller and stuff.
Let me see, because like I said, I'm still brand into this whole idea of a game. Oh wow, you actually walk.
Yeah, it's a nice game. Honestly, it is. Like the design part of everything, I like it.
No, I get. But by the way, what is the BGM thing?
Background music.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
They actually put it on for you. If you hate it, you can disable it straight ahead in the main menu.
Yeah.
Well now.
Nice fucking detail. I have to give them that.
Yeah. Spike Chunsoft is fucking great at making games, I'd say. Hey!
Fuck.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Oh, you're really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If a guilty party is exposed during a class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that's the rule. So now I gotta and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko! Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that like matters to you, right? Huh? I lose.
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up the latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting away, you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as a blackened and then executed, right? Hey! What are you talking about?
however,
But then Makoto chose to overlook my lie. Your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial were what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then another unexpected development waited for you. An entity that would throw in a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego! You never imagined the possibility of that could ever come to our aid after you, quote-unquote, killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Muguro, you did.
Listen to me.
So, executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackens explode, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, correct? And that means I lose. You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto.
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that! What is this, a comedy routine? Just make such a bald claim without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I'll guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only one absolutely truth. There is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really is the killing, he would have never wanted to come to you directly, willingly, like this. You would have feared for the fucking bitch. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. You would have been gripped by the despair you love so much to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to convince me in the absence of evidence.
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were trying to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey.
Of course, you can say that we're making this up, but you're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
That's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time you'll follow the school regulations and ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown.
Oh.
One final battle
She's speaking.
between hope and despair. Hey.
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words,
Sorry.
this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept that challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Barry.
What's wrong?
I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be plausible. It certainly would make one honey of a climax.
In other words,
does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your well, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? It will cause you unbearable despair, right? And then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Any respect you had for this game is gone with the amount of bear puns.
Yes.
It only gets worse.
Oh no.
It only gets worse.
Does it actually? Don't tell me it does. No, don't tell me it does.
Will your
It
hope
does.
win out, or will my despair claim victory?
Oh my
Let's have
fucking
one
god, it's the
final
same joke all the
Grizzly
fucking time.
showdown! He agreed. Then we still have one shot at this. So this is a long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting ending.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, I fucking hate this. So for the final
Really hate
face-off,
it.
you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
Oh my fuck.
All the mysteries? That's right! Every last mystery that's pawing around the school, if you can do that. Then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you!
Oh my fucking kill me, please.
it's true.
Then that's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. Oh, fucking God.
Kill me.
I was just
Kill me.
speaking so good about this game, and all it is now is bad. And if you can claw your way to the truth of Miss Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement.
Baby.
Yeah, I know.
Baby.
I know.
I'm on the fucking edge. The fuck?
Well, you learned.
Oh, that's pretty good of a design. That's actually pretty cool and all that. Puns.
Will you learn the whole
Those
truth? What kind of despair?
barely understanding. It's very unqualified.
Will you learn the whole truth? What kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
Well, when we've discovered every last truth, how long will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey.
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure! So what?
I'm ending my life.
No, baby, I need you in my life.
I love you too.
I have no life
After
without
all
you.
that. I know, baby, that's why we engage, and that's why I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
I want to confirm that that is what you said, right? And it is a true statement. Oh my god. There's more bear puns! Why?
No. Stop it. I'm already dead, please.
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating.
Oh my.
Everything is based on school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. I think it's done now. Huh? Mukuro's trial is not a... fuck me in the ass. Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have meant that whoever killed Mukuro... Oh yay! It's a very polarizing approach. I know, but okay, enough puns! Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I've told you this already, but... This killing game began with 60 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
By the way, is the air conditioner like fucks up the mic? By the way,
Is there a condition?
Air conditioner, you know the.
No, it's probably just me breathing.
No, I'm asking. Is it because I just want to make sure it's not annoying or some shit?
No, not in your end, no.
Nope. Okay. Just making
Are
sure.
you telling the truth? Doesn't say fucking anything. Why do you go all quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable. Hey, leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get my punishment anyway. Oh wait, fuck. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
What type of punishment?
What asks your opinion?
I understand.
Hey, come on, Makoto, let's go. I love you too. Okay. Fucking Monokuma. Jesus Christ. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. You gonna walk me home, Kyoko? Like the bitch I am? I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you for everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
do not thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So...
They have no choice but to accept. Huh?
Because...
It's all because of that moment. They, like I said, the mastermind let their guard down. So, when was it the mastermind let their guard down?
So...
More fucking bees. Why is there so many bees? Why are they all trying to get in my room?
I don't know. Because they want your sweet ass.
You still don't know.
Oh god, baby. I love you so fucking much.
I wanna see your face, goddammit.
Don't fucking blame me. Blame the fucking Discord.
I blame
Still
the position of your phone.
This, can you see me though?
Yeah.
Why can't I see you? Nope, still unloading.
Recall.
It's annoying. Recall? I'm calling you as normal. First. There we go, now I can see you, beauty ass. Ah, oh my god. Okay. Mute. Now I can see you. Later.
I made a mistake.
No, you didn't.
This was a mistake.
It wasn't a mistake, it's just a piece of cake.
Somebody call the ambulance. I can hear you twice. You unmuted your mic. You unmuted your mic on Discord. I wasn't there to hear it for myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Can you see?
No, I cannot see you.
No, okay, you see my hand?
No.
No? See my hand?
Yes.
Literally, my face is a centimeter away. Fuck my phone!
I understand.
I cannot say it on the internet, but... Babe?
You don't read about something like this happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, this kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet, somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But I think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. No!
What?
No! Get that fucking
What?
wire from out of your neck. See that, you fucking
What?
bitch. The fucking wire around your neck, get it away.
It's fine, there's nothing. My controller is behind me. I just did knacks on the... Whatever you call it. I just broke in my back, that's all. For real.
A reason?
So...
I'm not here. I'm not here.
Who was that? Who was that? Alicia looked at me like you did solid 10 minutes and left.
I'm sorry.
Literally nothing.
They just walked the fuck out. Oh god.
They had to show us they had to show the world something, no matter what the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
It would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that would make sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have to kill anyone.
in other words.
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the outside world. But why?
Correct.
Because they needed a wambulance. To prove a point, most likely. And I'm gonna leave it off here. Because I want to. But I've been like streaming this for almost like dead ass. I don't know how long. I don't know. About to find out. Almost 3 hours. And we are not done with this game yet. And there's another game on this disc. So, Danganronpa 2 is actually longer than Danganronpa 1. So, in this Danganronpa there's 6. I believe in all of them there's 6 actually. I think. Correct if anybody actually knows what I'm fucking playing. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I'm believing it's 6. Like my chat admin Kyle has actually played them all, so I assume he would know. But anyway, I'm heading off the air. I'm gonna go spend some time with my loved ones. And I'm also gonna get some food, because I'm starving. Thanks for chilling me, motherfuckers. Peace.